Hallo liebe Leute, jetzt wird es rasant hier auf dem Summer Game Fest. Es gibt 2 kleine Rennspiele, die ich mir jetzt hier anschauen werde und ein wenig mit den Entwicklern quatschen werde. Und zwar zum einen, was ihr hinten seht, Deathsprint 66. Das ist so ein bisschen, ja, so wie ich es verstanden habe, ich glaube, geht es Richtung Running Man. Ihr kennt noch den alten Film mit Schwarzenegger. Und dann habe ich noch ein Spiel, und zwar Stampede Racing Royale, was so ein bisschen Kart-Racing ist, aber auch noch einen interessanten Twist hat. Wie gesagt, die beiden werde ich mir anschauen und ein wenig mit den Entwicklern quatschen. Mal schauen, was dabei so rumkommt. Liebe Leute, ich habe gerade etwas gespielt, das ist ziemlich abgefahren. Das ist quasi Running Man trifft auf Mario Kart. Das Ganze heißt Deathsprint 66. Jetzt habe ich den Entwickler hier bei mir. So you are currently working on Deathsprint 66. Can you tell us a bit about the game, what it is all about?
So it's a game show set in a dystopian future, and it's an 8-player PvP racing game that takes place on foot, and it's heavily influenced by snowboarding games as well. So it's all about the flow state. It's about running, racing, but also about punching people and shooting them with, saw blades and all kinds of weird and wonderful things, all while, using traversals, so zip lines, rail grinds, wall running, all designed to keep you in a flow state.
Yeah, I just played a bit and it's really fast and competitive. Can you tell us a bit about the elements that we're going to encounter in this race? What kind of races they are? What are some of the hindrances we can expect? And there's some bonuses we can collect while we're on the course.
So we have a mix of circuit races and point-to-point races of varying sizes. Those race courses are filled with deadly booby traps. The game show wants you to die a lot. So there's like spike pits, we have laser grids, we have laser windmills, and these kind of, hard to describe, they're like meat grinder machines. You saw them. You touched one. So on the track, you'll find collectibles which will fuel your surge gauge. So as you're chaining together all these cool traversals, you're building hype, and that hype is converted into what we call surge, which is like a boost. So you keep hitting the boosts. It's like nitrous for the feet, right? Exactly. To a proper adrenaline blast. Then we also have these little blue tokens that you pick up, and those spin for an ability. Our take on, some classic mechanics people might recognize. Our version of a red shell is a drone that basically flies and targets the player in front of you, then pops their head. And we have like things like buzzsaws, which you could equate that to something like a green shell that fires out in front of you. But instead of popping you on the head, it cuts you in half. So we're very much leaning into the adult vibe and the fun and the violence in the game. It's there, but it should be fun and it should be laugh out loud. It's not gratuitous.
So when will the game be out and on what platform?
So we are launching, I can't say the exact release date yet. I think that's going to be communicated soon, but before the end of the year. It's not too far away. Scarily close. And we're launching on Steam initially. And hopefully, the intention is, if we can build that fan base, if we can get people involved. There's a world where I would love this to come to consoles because, I'm a console player born and bred. So.
I hope so too, and I hope you don't take it the wrong way, because there's a lot of similarity to Mario Kart. And I mean, that game is popular for a reason. I love that game, but I think there should be more games like that. Yeah. And I think that space is so occupied by Mario Kart, it'd be great to see a competitor. I mean, Blur did that a couple of years ago, and I hope you really have a success with the game.
Thank you so much. No, I appreciate that. Cheers.
Es geht weiter mit krassen Rennen hier, und zwar mit Stampede Racing Royale. Da konnte ich gerade ein bisschen spielen. Jetzt habe ich den Paul hier bei mir, der arbeitet im Spiel. Paul, you're currently working on this game. Tell our audience a bit about Stampede Racing Royale. What is it all about?
So Stampede Racing Royale is your classic arcade kart racing game with a twist. 60 people online, all playing together, battling it out over 3 rounds of elimination to be crowned the champion. The game is all about showing off in the online world, so pimp your kart and style your character. So I've got a lot of cosmetic options in the game. We have loads of different game modes and maps to play. So we're going to be out in a few weeks in Steam, Early Access and Xbox Game Pass Preview.
But of course, when I hear the word Royale in a title, it makes me wonder what the gameplay is all about. How did you connect the kart racing with the word Royale?
The elimination is basically how it works. So in the 3 rounds, if you don't make it into the top 40 in the first round, you'll be eliminated. So the jeopardy is there. That's fine though, you can just join another lobby and try again. But if you get round to round 2, you have to be in the top 20 to get round to round 3. So again, this is where you have these different layers of elimination.
Tell me a bit about some of the items we can collect when we're driving around and trying to get rid of some other players or trying to hurt them.
All the usual things you'll find in a karting game when you have a power-up. You have weapons to take out your opponents, you have defensive shields, you also have speed power-ups like a nitro. But the game is designed to be very accessible for the casual player, but also there's a lot of skill. You know, it's easy to play and hard to master. So for example, you can have multipliers on your speed by combining your drift boost with a nitro and a boost pad.
Tell me a bit about how the monetization model works, because it's a free-to-play game and, you know, some players, they are free-to-play, some red flags go up. How does that whole thing work with your game?
Our monetization is on the cosmetics, and the cosmetics do not affect the gameplay. So it's all about getting the cool gear for your character and making your car look amazing. You can have different car types, so we have a heavy car, a light car and a standard car in the launch version.
But that's not cosmetic then, right? They have different attributes?
That's absolutely correct. So the heavy car, it's got the top speed but it's slow to accelerate, and the light car is quick to accelerate and slow top speed. The different car types have different chassis as well, and what you can do is you can have different paint jobs, you can have different tyres, and you really sort of find your look.
And as you said, microtransactions are purely cosmetic and everything. There's been no advantages. When will the game be out and on what platforms?
So the platforms are going to be Xbox, Games Pass PC, and also on Steam Early Access. We're in an exclusive deal with Microsoft for 3 months. After then, we'll be coming out on more platforms, which I'm not talking about today, but you'll probably guess which platforms they are.
Ich bin ja durchaus ein Fan von diesen kleinen Indie-Spielen und Deathsprint 66, das macht mir Spaß. Das ist super rasant und schnell, es ist brutal und ja, es ist im Endeffekt Mario Kart in ein bisschen erwachsener, und Mario Kart ist ja auch hier Stampede Racing Royale, das mir auch gefällt. Ich finde es vor allem geil, dieses Kart-ähnliche Rennfahren mit einem Battle Royale zu verbinden, wo man über 3 Runden dann eben fährt und es werden immer weniger Fahrer. Fragt man sich eigentlich, warum ist Nintendo nicht drauf gekommen? Wobei ich mir durchaus vorstellen kann, dass Nintendo das eventuell bei ihrem neuen Mario Kart, wenn dann irgendwann eins kommen wird, dann auch sowas integriert, weil es würde sich ja einfach anbieten. Mein Favorit von den beiden ist allerdings eher Deathsprint 66, einfach weil ich das Geschwindigkeitsgefühl besser finde. Das ist super rasant, da geht's schnell zur Sache und das macht Spaß. Schön wäre es noch gewesen, wenn man da nicht nur einen Online-Multiplayer-Modus hätte, sondern auch, wenn man das auf der Couch mit ein paar Leuten spielen könnte im Splitscreen-Modus. Vielleicht kommt das ja noch irgendwann. Das Geschwindigkeitsgefühl bei Stampede Racing Royale war mir so ein bisschen zu langsam. Ich habe es dann auch dem Entwickler gesagt und er meinte dann so, ja, bei dem Playtest haben sie festgestellt, dass wenn es schneller ist, dann ist es zu chaotisch und dann kommen die Leute nicht so klar. Ich hoffe, sie bauen da eventuell noch andere Klassen ein, damit man es auch ein bisschen schneller haben kann, weil mir das Geschwindigkeitsgefühl nicht ganz so gepasst hat. Aber im Großen und Ganzen war das schon ganz nett. Und wie gesagt, Stampede Racing Royale wird ja auch Free-to-Play. Kann man ja einfach mal ausprobieren. Wenn es einem nicht taugt, muss man es nicht spielen. Und Deathsprint, ich glaube, kostet um die $20 oder €20 dann. Ist jetzt auch nicht die Welt, aber das könnte schon ganz gut werden. Sind 2 Spiele, die ich mal vielleicht im Auge behalten werde.